What's up, amazing viewers? Welcome to this inspiring episode of Icons of Impact here on CCI Television. Here on CCI Television, that is, Content Creators International Television, we bring you stories of extraordinary individuals who have achieved greatness, left a lasting impact on society, and are still making history. Our goal is to inspire, educate, and motivate you to chase your dreams, break barriers, and create success stories of your own. And guess what? It's our favorite day of the week, and today's Icons of Impact feature is like fine wine, it just keeps getting better with time. This episode is extra special because we are celebrating an absolute legend. A powerhouse of talent, a true inspiration, and someone whose story will leave you speechless. He's not just an icon, he's a game changer. And let's be real, every single piece of footwear we post here is a masterpiece of his own handiwork.
We are talking about the visionary behind Meta's footwear and shoe school. If you are looking to start your own journey, listen up. They are fully ready for wholesale orders for anyone wanting to resell or enter the footwear business. And for those hungry for knowledge, Orger Metas doesn't just show you the surface. He teaches the deep craft from theory to intense practicals, including sketching on the last and professional sectional pattern cutting.
He isn't just making shoes. He is building the next generation of masters. So, without further ado, let's raise the excitement and give a resounding ovation for the one and only, the master of the craft, Mr. Armid Yahaya, popularly known as Orger Metas.
My name is Armid Yahaya. I'm a Lagosian, I come from Lagos, but I'm a shoemaker, I'm a designer in shoemaking because I studied footwear. Normally I finished my secondary school, I went for technical college to study footwear and leather crafts. And I have opportunity to work in some companies in Nigeria, shoe companies in Nigeria like Bata, Silver Shoes and Leonard in Lagos. So I have many experiences in shoemaking, both international and local one. I have trained many people in footwear. I can't count how many students I have trained, and they are doing very, very well, both in Abuja here and in the whole Nigeria, every part of the country. So I came to Abuja to work with the NDE, National Directorate of Employment, but when I got to this place, the deal doesn't go well because of the payment they want to offer. They want to offer me 1,000 naira because I wanted to be training people. So they want to offer 1,000 per person, of which I heard that they are supposed to be paying 30,000 naira. So even if they divided the money, I would have appreciated, but they said they would give me 1,000 naira per person. So then I rejected their offer there. So for me to go back to Lagos, I came to Yanya market where they sell shoe material there. So I saw some shoemakers. So, but the way I saw the way they are working, I was very ashamed of myself. And I said to myself, going back to Lagos without putting light into their faces, that would be a sin for me. So instead of me going back, normally I'm making my money in Lagos, I'm living fine in Lagos, I have my shops there. So I decided to stay here and put the light on them because they don't even know the difference between leather and skin. Because most of the material they use here is rubber, which we call synthetic material. So I have to call most of them, educate them on what is called footwear, what is called leather, what is called skin, the difference between skin and leather. So then I tried, and then I told them I wanted to do this training. So if they don't mind, so then that was 2018. I trained like 12 boss. I don't train the freshmen, 12 Orga, because I know if I can train 12, the lesson will go viral very well than me training all those new faces. So I trained them, but at the end of the day, by God's grace, today Abuja is one of the best producing shoemaking in Nigeria. So if anybody will say, they will mention Orga Medas, It's part of Oga Medal student too. So this is Oga Medal as you are seeing. So I thank God for my life. I'm not all about money, but the grace, the wisdom, and the popularity that was there is okay for me, because I know I have my own kids. I have my grown-up kids that they are even working. They finish higher institution. It's because of from this work. So I'm not with them now, but I know whatever I do to other people's children, they will see the impact too as well. And God has been very faithful to me and my children. Number one, before I started shoemaking, I don't even have plan of being a shoemaker in my life, because I was a basketballer. I normally play basketball. So then, that early 90s, so I gave one of my friends as a shoemaker. I worked to the Chelsea boots. So when he made the shoe, so I was very amazed. Are you the only one that made this shoe? Well, the thing looked exactly like foreign shoes. So I was like, are you the one that made it? So yes, which machine? With this simple local machine that we are using now. So I was surprised. I was like, if my friend can make something like this, then if I can start this work, then I can do more than this. So my own motivation, my own target was like, okay, I don't want to be like my friend. I want to be like all this Versace, to be known globally. That's my aim. So I want to be known. I want everybody in the whole world to be wearing my product. So I don't want to be known in my only Surulere or only Lagos State. So that's why when I told my friends, nothing problem. So he took me to his place where I served like 2 years. I'm supposed to serve 2 years, but unfortunately I stayed 3 years because my boss doesn't want to leave me after my finish. So I have to serve him for 1 year. So after that, I have to go back to school because of my target. So I have to know the theory part of it. So I have to go back to school and stay another 3 years. So making 6 years for learning. So with that, I thank God. And since then I've been making shoes, every different footwear, that even there was a time in UK, like now I can tell you like 2 or 3 places in UK that if you ask for my products, they will give you. And there's a place in US too, in Oklahoma. If you ask for my product there, they will give you. So I thank God, but even though I've not been there, my product has been there, has been to China. Even I have a friend, even in Italy, I have a friend, my schoolmate in Italy, that I produce and in Spain. So if my work can be going to those kind of places, you know it is very standard. So that's just it. So it motivates me, and I'm very happy that where I am today. Normally, this is not my plan. I don't plan to be here like this. My wish is to be in the office, so that in the factory that I'll be just the designer. But because of Nigerian economy and mismanagement from the former company, one thing about me is that from day one I love fashion. So, and I believe in footwear, that no matter any clothes, any costume you put on, if you don't put on correct footwear, they will look down on you. No matter how poor the clothes might be, if you put on correct footwear, they will look at, they will know you are a big man. Me, I love praying. I love praying. I love dancing. I love creating design. I love reading, and I love meeting people. And I love to crack. It has to be different because, number one, the knowledge I had is not African knowledge alone, because mostly white people trained me too while I was working in the company. So I've worked with white people. I've worked with UK people, I've worked with Pakistan, and I've worked with Lebanese people. So their mentality, I used to apply those mentality, those wisdom they gave it to me that time. So one thing I know is that make sure your work, you use quality material, and make sure you go for the perfection. So that every time you're doing work, at least make sure you are improving so that your work will look. One thing about customers is, number one, perfection, neatness of the job, and number two, to meet up with the time you give to them. at times I used to disappoint because if you don't disappoint, maybe you don't know what work always jam back on my neck. So I used to do, but no matter how, I don't make it happen often like that, you know. So I keep to the time. Like this one I'm having now, it's supposed to go yesterday, but I have to send it this afternoon. This afternoon is 3 pairs. I'm making 3 different outfits for one person. One thing about me is that life as a whole is a challenge. Life as a whole, you don't put life on your head. I see life as a simple something. So nothing don't freak me. I know you must have challenge. As far as all those former or all those gone prophets have challenge. So who are we not to come across challenges? So if challenges come, like you normally say, you don't think of the problem, you think of the solution to that problem. So whenever it comes, honestly speaking, the way I started the work, if my number one challenge is government, I won't lie to you. My number one challenge is government. If assuming government can support all entrepreneurs, not only shoemaking, all it, because I know we are talented. Because I've been studying footwear for long. Even before all this phone comes out on cyber cafe, I would do like I used to see watch their design. I can differentiate what they are doing and what we are doing. Normally they have the machines, but we don't. But the way we are creating designs here is very superb. But because of there is no support, either from the family, either from the government, so we lag behind. But at times if you have tools, machines, you know, it makes the work easier. But when there is no machine, there is no even financial support from the government. Like now they introduced me to one bank like that, Bank of Industry. We went there, they asked us to fill form, we fill form. At the end of the day, story. Even they say we have to pay some money to register or to open an account. We did everything, but at the end of the day, nothing comes out. I later discovered that it's people that you can get the money. So it's not helping. So that's part of the challenge. Another thing is NEPA, power supply. You know, no matter how. Now, we don't rely on them. Everybody has their agenda, and which is not so good because of that carbon dioxide. You know, so because you own your own jet, I own my own jet. So my plan is, because we are lacking material here and some tools. So normally we have people that sell, but they are not much. But because they are not more, or because they are the only one selling, so they have to monopolize the material, so which we don't have choice. So I think I have my way. I want to be selling material. I've done it before, but the thing affected my work, because you can't be selling material and making shoes. So I have the plan of opening where to be selling material, so that I will reduce the price for people, so that it can be affordable. So that many people will even wish to be making footwear as well. So then I wish to have branches inside the town, like showroom, you know, so that they will know that locally me. Normally people have been knowing about the local men and they are patronizing, they are trying to find, but I want to do more than that. I'm talking of exporting. So actually, me, I wanted to retire, but for now I don't want to retire because I like challenges and I like competition. So all those small boys, all these Gen Z now, so I want to be competing with them. So them know say this organic, they are truthful. I know they agree, because the no slogan last year, no agree for anybody. So I don't want to for those Gen Z. So we are both in the competition. So in the next 5 years, so Alhamdulillah, for that question, because I used to ask myself, who is a success man? So when I sat down and think and look at the back, from the back to present now, honestly, it's not even me, it's them. before me and I conclude that okay, truly I'm a successful man. Because to be honest with you, this shoemaking, because if you check Abuja shoemakers in the last 10 years, you will see the way it is compared to now. So if they are calling who impacted those knowledge in Abuja today, no matter how they call 1 to 5 people, they will come and even though and another thing, and the funniest part, I don't know anywhere in this Abuja. I don't go out since I came to this in 2009. I don't go out, I don't go anywhere, but they will come. Because my friend normally say one proverb, come up for road, make a pass so that they will see me. No, God never want to show you. God want to show you. They will find, even if you are under the ground, they will come there and look for you. So I can't, in Lagos, I can't count how many students that if you see them in their big shop. In Abuja here, thank God. Okay, let me put this one to you. The most expensive shoe in Abuja is my student that is selling it, and she's a female. I won't mention the name. And if you want me to mention, I will never go. Let them go and Google Fab Gold or Phallus on Instagram. Check the price of that shoe. If the shoe is not good, if it's not worth it, they won't sell. I won't tell you the price. Go there and look for it. They are my students. I have female students. I have male. I have whole. I have trained 60 something. Consistencies. Always focus. Always focus. No retreat, no surrender. No relent. No matter how. Don't relent. Always look for improvement. Always make sure you are improving every time. Always gain one thing or the other in one day. Always practice. Not that you just be looking. Practicalize. Just do practice. It's very, very important. At times you might see that, you might be seeing me looking at me at the way I'm doing. You might know, yes, you have it in your head, but to practice. Staff, students, I can't say because I'm uncountable. Because what happens is that I have some students that they are working. So some will come during the week, some will come weekend, and some, I have bankers, I have masters, I have a BSc, so some are working, some will come, some 3 times a week, some 2 times a week, some every day. And not all of my students or my workers know my password or my ATM. You see, one thing about this life, you make life simple for yourself. You make life simple for people. If you make life simple for people, you make life simple for yourself. That's just it. If you are playing for 2 people, they will be playing for you. No matter how bad person may be, you see, as they are, I don't see any of them as my apprentice or as my student. I see them as my children. I see them as my brothers. I see them as my sister. So I just live, because I don't have anybody here. So I live my life like their family. So that's why I'm always happy. At times, some people doesn't even know that I'm older than how I look. But whenever I tell some people that I'm a grandfather, my daughter don't born. So they'll be like, you sure? If I show them, they'll be surprised. Because I always carry them along. They carry me along. We play, we eat together. So one thing about this life is that I've learned. So I have to teach them how life is used to be. Because I know they are going to be on their own too. Maybe in some years come. So we impart that knowledge that I have, I impart it on them. So I let them know life is just simple. You don't need to use or to live negativity life. Just be positive. I'm a Muslim, typical Muslim, but I studied Bible for 2 years. I do theology. So I know everything. So I teach them. And they're always happy to have it. Even though if I don't come, they will feel concerned. They celebrate my birthday for me. I like farms. I like rearing of animals. I love it so much because I used to do it in Lagos. I used to do it very, very well since I was very small. So I love, because I see them as a friend, as normally aside we are eating them, or selling them. Even they make money for me. When I was in Lagos, I think if I want to pay my school fees, I will sell my turkey. I have goats, I have ram, I have turkey, I have rabbits, I have duck, I have bird, different type of bird. I love animals generally. The one I wanted to buy is ostrich, but it's very expensive then.
No.
Before it's good, but in Nigeria now presently, I won't advise that. Normally, it's only what I'm doing. I don't have any option to do this, but what I'm just combining is as I'm making sure I'm collecting students, so I'm making money from both. So students normally come, but at times I will tell them that wait, let me through with these people. So I'm making money from both, but it's not that easy because I have a lot of children and it's not easy. So I won't advise because it's just, this my own is just grace. But let me be honest with you, I love teaching because in Islam, teaching people is part of what we use the world for you after you die. So when you teach people and the thing is making impact in their life, even when you die, they are making money, they are growing well, they remember you and they will be sending prayers to you. So I love teaching. And another thing I learned about teaching when I was in school, I noticed that when I was in primary school, when I was old, when I saw one of our teachers, I noticed they always look younger, unless they leave that work. You understand? So that's why I see it in myself. Because some people say, you never do that. I will pass me now because the way jeans or the way crazy jeans, not really say it will be the same way too. I know waiting. But if you see my son, you'll be like, okay, are you born this person? So I love teaching because I love him. When I first started, I know my parents paid for my apprenticeship. But after that one, that's all. All the tools I have, I bought it myself. So I believe in small, gradual process. So whenever I have 1 naira, I'll buy it 1 naira. Whenever I have 2 naira. There are some last year I bought 600 naira when they are selling 27,000 now. The most important thing is investing. When you invest in your money with your money, no matter how small, at least you that invest, you know that you will make profit. So it's not all the time you'll be saving. No, fine, you will save, but you at the same time have to invest. Because if you save, the interest the bank will give you will be very, very slow. But when you invest, at least the gain, the profit you will make will be bigger. So me, I would rather advise to invest. Even if you are a shoemaker, at least the material we are buying is cheap at times, and manipulate the material, and maybe you collected job for a 1 pair now. Let's say you want to make 1 pair of slippers now. That money they will give you, automatically can produce like 2 pairs. And at times, if you are fortunate enough, you can do like 3 or 4 pairs. So when you collected money from the customer, then if you can buy material and make, instead of making 1 pair, you make like 2 or 3 pairs down. So automatically when you remove that 1 pair for the owner, then the remaining 2 is your own. So whenever the money comes, you are making profit. So if you're serious on that, honestly, to work for yourself is better. Number one, you have respect. But nothing in this world, either you are poor or you are rich. The most important thing in human life is rest of mind, peace. So when you work for someone, automatically you know that there is time that you must resume, and there is time that you must meet up. Because even though you are sick or you are not feeling too well, you are not feeling like working, but you must meet up. But when you work for yourself, you have plan for yourself. This is what I'm. Even though if I think you are working for someone and they close like 6. Like what I told you earlier that I've done is part of that kind of impact. Because I didn't be in the way, honestly speaking, I don't want to boast. I'm not same person. I would say, I'm talking of in this Nigeria. Presently, I've not seen. I used to watch some videos on internet. I saw some guy with the way they put fire on people. I would laugh. Work is different from work, my sister. Work is, if you sit down where there is work, then you know that this is work. Those ones that are just child's play. I've seen work. I'm a kind of my own fish. I'm a fish that's inside ocean, and one fish is not inside well. Give them that knowledge. How to show them how the footwear field is. Because some people think it's just to just cut leather, join it together. No, it's not like that. Even some students that will come here, I have some shoemakers that will come and learn shoemaking. They are shoemakers. But when they come here, they will not realize that, is this how deep the thing is? You understand? So I used to give them, let them know. So anybody that I walk towards or walk in my place here, I would say I am made as the international shoemaker. We design with local material, with Nigerian made material, and we bring out a very high standard quality shoes, footwear generally. So our products is not from today. Many people know our product and they buy and they never regret patronizing us. And as you can see, we have most of people that sells online. We produce for them because there are some ladies that comes here to buy, but they will resell online on Instagram. I don't need to be mentioning their names. So if our products here, you can come to Nigerian market in Abuja. We do train people, both theory part and the practical part of the footwear. We train people as a designer. We don't only train for shoemaking, we make you a designer. How to draw, how to wrap last, how to sketch, how to cut out different sectional patterns. So you can come to Nigerian market in Abuja. We do train people, both theory part and the practical part of the footwear. We train people as a designer. We don't only train for shoemaking, we make you a designer. How to draw, how to wrap last, how to sketch, how to cut out different sectional patterns. So that no matter any design or any shoe you come across, it will be easier for you to cut. So that's what we do. So you come to Nigeria, ask for Ogamedas. I'm very popular here. That's Ogamedas. Come to Nigeria market, ask for where they sell shoe material, then ask for anybody, just ask for Ogameda whenever you get there, or any shoemaker just ask for Ogameda. I'm in shop 307, Old Garage, Nigeria market. Yeah, honestly speaking, I won't lie to you that you're just starting. I will tell you to just serious. There's money in shoemaking. There is money because I don't have any source of income than this shoemaking, and I've trained my children up to higher institution. They've graduated, they are working now. I still have some that they are in secondary school, and with this shoemaking. So one thing about it, God give you the blessing and the grace. So, but be positive. Be truthful, be faithful with your customers. So there's money in it, I won't lie to you, because it's a work that if you give you maybe money for one pair, you can as well produce like 2 or 3 pairs. So if you can just think of that, so there's money in it, even if you can come into maybe selling of material. That's